Good afternoon, sports fans. Been watching the NBA playoffs. What do you guys think? A lot of surprises or not? Well, so far I think it's going uh, kind of like the script. I don't see that many surprises right now. The Heat won their first game for us down here in Miami. We got hopes for the Heat. Um, might be the favorites for the Eastern Conference. It was a great game that I saw over the weekend. Celtics and the Nets, Brooklyn and Boston. I thought Brooklyn had the game. It looked like they were going to close it out. Great play at the closing buzzer for the Celtics. They got the game. I don't know. I think there's a chance that Brooklyn could win, but the problem is that they just don't seem, they seem like there's something missing there. I think if Harden could have somehow made it work with them, they would have had another big time scoring option. It just seems like Durant and Kyrie Irving have to do it all. They might have to put up 80 points between them per game. It might be a little bit too much. So I think the Celtics will probably move on. Milwaukee should move on. The Heat and Philadelphia. Those are probably the four best teams in the East, not only during the season but in the playoffs. So I think it'll be Philadelphia, Milwaukee, the Heat, and the Celtics, and then we'll see in the next round. It's early, but that's the way it looks from what I've seen. Now in the West, let me start with the Dallas Mavericks and the Utah Jazz. It's I was gonna pick Dallas outright, but Luka hurt his calf muscle. I believe it's his right calf. So he hasn't played the first two games, and they split 1-1. I think if Luka would have been there, the Mavs would have probably taken Utah in 4 or 5 games. Now, who knows? It might go 7. But if Luka comes back, I definitely like the Mavs. But without Luka, I give a slight edge to Utah. But I think overall, if Luka somehow gets back, at least for the last couple games, I think the Mavericks will take it. We got Memphis playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota shocked Memphis. Memphis is the number 2 team in the West behind the Phoenix Suns. So, I think they should take it. Memphis should take it. But I have to see what happens in the second game. Memphis should come back and take the second game. If they don't, Minnesota, that might be the upset right there. Phoenix is definitely going to move on. They're the best team in the conference, and they might be the best team in the league. Record-wise, they are. And I was very impressed with Golden State. I left them for last because I want to break down the team. Basically, Golden State is playing lights out right now. They're very effective at passing the ball. A lot of assists and a lot of crisp, intelligent passes. But the main overall feature to their game is their three-point shooting. They're lights out. Right now, they're shooting over 40%, high-volume shots, a lot of shots. 30-something shots in both games, and and they're making over 40%. When you're shooting 42, 43% with that volume of threes, that's going to spell trouble for the other team. The thing is, you got to keep making them. You start missing those threes. What worries me is they don't really have a big-time center or a big-time presence inside. They have a lot of serviceable players to play inside, but they're not really that dominant inside guy. They do look very dangerous with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Poole. Poole's a young man. He's 22, 23 years old now. He's a star. He's some may say that he's the best player right now on their team. Since Steph Curry is not completely 100%, he had twisted his ankle. He had hurt his foot, some ligaments in the foot, I guess. And they're slowly getting him back in there. Yesterday he was shooting well. So I think he's probably getting his wind back, although he keeps in great shape. So he should be fine. And Klay Thompson looks like he's back pretty much to his old self. I think those three, very hard to cover because all three can get you from the outside. So it should open some passing lanes for inside buckets with Damon Green and the other players like Porter and Wiggins and the other guys. I mean, I have to see a little bit more, especially I think they're going to move on from this first round. They're up 2-0, and they really dominated Denver. With the next upcoming opponent, it's going to be the winner of Memphis and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then I can give you guys a more of a complete breakdown. Again, I think it's all if they can keep shooting this way, lights out, I don't think anybody can stop them, because it opens up a lot of the passing lanes and to get some inside buckets, and they're pretty good. Ironically, they're excellent from the free throw line, but these two games, they've only made like 71, 72%, when they normally shoot in the mid-80s as a team, and they have two players over 90, Steph Curry and Poole. They're pretty much dead on from the free throw line. So they're looking good. They're looking good, but I need to see a little bit more. Right now, I think Phoenix is the class of the NBA, and I would say they're the favorites in the West, and in the East, I would like to say Miami, but it's close between Miami, Boston, Philadelphia's playing really well, and Milwaukee. All right, to the next time, Mr. Energy out.